You know what time it is? Duck Hunt! Wait, not that game, it's a new TDS event. We're finally getting a third Easter team event, and now Ducky Doom is back yet again and wreaking havoc in this dual lane map. Yep, it's completely separated, so you know you're up for a challenge. But the question is it the mid, or is it better than the previous event? Well, let's find out, shall we? Wait, what? I need to beat easy mode first? You gotta be kidding me! Never mind about that. Let's just do what the game says. Beat easy mode. This should be easy. The map being separated dual lane make this particularly tricky if you're trying to solo it or you're playing in a public matchmaking. You do want to cooperate with your teammate to ensure you have a balanced defense on each side. But hey, of course they have cutscenes in. Now from what I'm seeing here, these ducks are literally in a great depression right now, and then suddenly we attack them. I think we're the real villain here. Whatever, I'm trying to play here. It starts off simple, with a normal duck and a duck with a damn skateboard, and then we will face Queso Duck. The lines the dispatcher says here are pretty wild. Yup, they're totally aware. The dialogue feels a bit rushed cause in wave 4 they say spy ducks are incoming, but there are no spy ducks in that wave. But they actually appear in wave 9, not 4. Flying enemies also exist in this event, but thankfully this is literally the only flying enemy in the entire game. And it is pretty weak, so you don't need too much power in flying defense. Ah yes, that sounds appropriate for a game made for mostly kids. Damn, even grandmas are being sent to war. How fun! This nerd duck is hella crazy. How does he even convince everyone that he can lead their duck military? Oh yeah, there's a bigger queso duck. And there's also a giraffe duck which has a really long neck. Hey look, it's that guy from the previous Duck Hunt event. And it sure does shoot laser just like before. How many queso ducks variant are there? Oh well, we're committing genocides on the ducks anyways. Why would it matter? Mega Duck. Final wave is coming out and it should be pretty easy. Yup, only 75k HP. I forgot to mention mechanics in this event, but because of just how useless it is, there's no reason to use it. So you can actually build a makeshift rabbit turret which does an IDK amount of DPS, but it's not that good. So the optimal strategy is just to play the game normally. It did not even make the second turn, bruh. Bro, what? Oh, he's shaking. He's shaking. He's shaking. Oh, here he... There's the bread. There's the bread. And they work for TDS. Amazing. They actually... Are we gonna fight the other children of EXO with the duck? Untitled-2.png. That sounds about right. Well, all that matters is that we can actually go forward with the hard difficulty variant of this event. And the hard difficulty, the map has a pretty noticeable difference. It has 4 paths instead of 2 now, meaning there are double the enemies you need to fight. And the wave layout is also harder overall, as it should be. There's not much difference here, other than there being double the enemies and some stronger enemies appearing much earlier in the wave. This event really wants you to bring Pyromancer and Mortar, just seeing how condensed the enemy are together, making any crowd control tower a big help in dealing with these ducks. These agent ducks are actually pretty threatening now, especially if they're targeting Pyromancer, so you might want to make distraction for it, but if you can pass that, you should be fine. The path in this map is actually really short overall, so it is easy to leak. That's why you want tower like Pursuit, Mortar, and Ranger, which has a lot of coverage with their range. Trapper also works well if you use the landmine at the front to eliminate the weaker enemies immediately. Wave 16 is a difficulty spike. You need to be careful because Evil Ducky turns into a molten corpse after death, which serves as a distraction to your towers. Like I said, the crowd controls towers is the key. Pengu appears in wave 20, and now there's 4 of them you need to deal with. Hooray! But no, it's fine. Later in the wave, there will be a stronger Pengu with a bloated attribute. So that's the only Pengu you need to worry about. I'll warn you though, this event is really laggy as hell. There's a reason only around 2k people beat it as of this video being made. All of them mostly struggle due to the sheer lag this event has to the point that it crashes any low-end PC. TDS and optimization is simply impossible to be in one single sentence. Maybe that's the next topic I should talk about. TDS having an issue with optimization is going to be a problem for everyone without a really expensive hardware. Say, this is the final wave, is it? But notice anything different? See, normally final waves would have their wave number colored. So what does that mean? But we surely will beat this Ducky Doom again, right? Right? Yeah, of course, it's not that much difference. It's just more tanky. What? There's another wave? Don't tell me that's the most unfunny number amount of wave. Also, this is getting absurdly laggy. My PC is hotter than the sun right now, bro. What even is this optimization? This is absolutely ridiculous. How laggy are they gonna make every next event? I'm so disappointed. Look, if my PC can run God of War Ragnarok smoothly at 60 FPS on ultra settings, surely TDS should be running great, right? But nah, TDS is somehow too much for my PC. But again, this should be a topic for another video. I'll just deal with this laggy event. I'm sure with the power of my admin tower and another moderator's admin tower, we will beat this event for sure. I see what you did there. 33 waves instead of 32 waves. Well, that's good enough, I guess. So here's the real guy here, Nerd Ducky. He is riding a bunny mech. I'm sure it's easy without any gimmick. Never mind, I spoke too soon. It can jump like Frostspirit. Wow. Whatever, we will still beat him anyway. We're too goated. And especially since our team all have a good enough PC to beat this fella without crashing. Well, I'm sorry I recorded an unbearable amount of FPS gameplay for this video. I can't help it. I'm not buying RTX 5090 just to make Roblox content. But hey, at least I beat this fella. And I'm like the top 50 to beat it or something. I don't know, I didn't check. The cutscenes are definitely not any different. It just have Ducky Doom replaced by Bunny Mac. What an event. Still, I am heavily disappointed that this event is so gosh darn laggy. Like, they did learn from their mistake. There's always someone who likes to make copy pasta every time TDS update is bad, and here's one of them. And I'm gonna read them out loud, but I have to censor some parts because they contain swear words, so here we go. Are we gonna talk about how horrible this event was? Not gonna lie, but the previous two were miles ahead of this. It's the same, ooh, old enemy finds God Cube shard, and now they revenge slop that has been happening since Lunar Overture in 2023. Dialogue is too corny, and cutscenes are too over animated along with the skins being absolute two recolors. I got hype over two recolors for towers no one uses due to being outclassed. Along with the lag problems crashing everyone, and an April Fool's crashing in the entire game. Why do people love this event? And why isn't there a proper voice actor for Nerd Ducky? He literally sounds like a squeaky chicken. Overall, event is just one more reason I dislike TDS, but I still play just to get rewards and flex on the poor. 1 out of 10. Yeah, this update has a really poor reception. Everyone is complaining that an April Fool's crook boss skin crashes the entire game somehow. I don't know how that happens, but that's a typical TDS moment though. So should I be surprised? Whatever, I personally give this event a 3 out of 10 because if they were just to fix the bugs, I would raise it to like 6 out of 10 because in general, this event isn't too interesting. But hey, I still have yet to use this biologist tower. Well, that's all I have for this event. Absolutely not great compared to the last two major ones other than the hunt. I definitely expected better, but hey, better than nothing, am I right? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, bye!